Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a topic that feels, well, almost counterintuitive: how to make money with artificial intelligence without writing a single line of code. Our sources reveal a truly different story than what many people might expect. It really seems to open up some incredible opportunities.
You've hit on something crucial there. We're seeing such rapid AI adoption across businesses, all sizes really. But the real nugget, I think, is the immense untapped demand for simple, accessible AI solutions. It's not just about building these, complex models. Our sources show a huge market for really practical applications. So yeah, this deep dive is incredibly timely and relevant for, well, pretty much anyone looking to maybe tap into this exploding field.
And that really gets to the core idea, doesn't it? The main lesson from our source material seems loud and clear. You absolutely do not need coding skills to succeed in AI. It emphasizes that with the right positioning, maybe a bit of self-study, and just being consistent, there are multiple ways in. It's truly not just for the tech wizards anymore.
Precisely. And this shift is genuinely democratizing AI opportunities. It really is. It makes them accessible to a much broader audience than ever before.
Right.
From students looking for new career paths, maybe, to retirees seeking a fresh challenge or even some additional income. This accessibility is what really sets the stage for the specific strategies we're about to explore.
Okay, so kicking us off, our sources highlight a pretty direct and immediate opportunity: AI workshops. We're talking about offering short, practical training sessions to businesses. But I wonder, given how quickly AI evolves, are companies just looking for basic demystification, or are they really hungry for hands-on strategic applications? What's the sweet spot there?
Well, the demand is surprisingly high, and honestly, it's often for both. Frankly, many companies know next to nothing about AI beyond the buzzwords. So yeah, basic demystification is often crucial. But then, very quickly, they want to know, okay, how does this apply to my business? And they were willing to pay thousands for even foundational training that can, demystify AI for their teams and show them some practical uses. The strategy outlined is simple but effective. Maybe start by offering free sessions for local businesses, build up those testimonials, and then you can scale up your offerings, your pricing pretty significantly from there.
Right. That's a clever way to build trust and show value right away. Now, building on that training idea, if in-person workshops aren't scalable enough, what about online platforms like corporate AI courses? What kind of specific content are businesses really looking for in that format?
Yeah, that's where you can really package your knowledge into highly targeted offerings. Think corporate-friendly courses, things like ChatGPT for marketing teams, or maybe AI for creative departments. Specific stuff. And the incentive for these companies is huge. Get this. AI tools can boost productivity by up to 40%.
Wow, 40%.
Yeah, our sources suggest this isn't just about efficiency, it's about fundamentally reshaping workflows, unlocking new competitive advantages. That's what drives them to invest,
Yeah.
heavily. You could potentially charge, say, $1,500 to $3,000 per course, plus often add recurring support packages on top.
That 40% boost is staggering.
Okay, sticking with the consulting theme then, strategy 3 is AI consulting, specifically tool consulting. Our source uses this analogy, an AI doctor. But what does that really mean? If you're just prescribing tools without actually building them, what's the difference between being a helpful consultant and, I don't know, just a glorified search engine? What kind of problems justify those higher-end fees the sources mention? Right, the AI doctor thing.
Yeah.
Means you diagnose a business's specific needs, their pain points, and then you prescribe the right existing AI tools to solve their problems. You're not building custom software from scratch. You're leveraging your deep knowledge of the current AI tool ecosystem. And what's really insightful here is that even knowing, say, the top 50 AI tools makes you more knowledgeable than most companies. They just don't have the time or expertise to sift through the thousands of options out there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the fees,
Yeah.
they could range wildly from maybe a few $100s for a single diagnostic call all the way up to like $60,000 for these comprehensive packages. Those big packages might involve multiple workshops, tool integration strategies, ongoing support, maybe for a major business transformation. It's really about solving complex, high-value business problems.
A range from a few $100 to $60,000. Wow, that's quite a spectrum.
Yeah.
Clearly depends on the problem scope. Okay, so from advising on tools, our sources pivot to another critical challenge businesses face: finding the right people. This brings us to strategy 4, becoming an AI talent partner. What's the specific need here, and what are the big challenges in finding and placing this AI talent?
This addresses a huge pain point for businesses.
Eh,
They simply struggle to hire skilled AI talent.
yeah.
It's tough out there. So as an AI talent partner, you're basically acting as a specialized recruiter. You find skilled people, often within these online AI communities, people who are already hands-on, experimenting, and then you match them with companies actively looking for those specific skills. The biggest challenge, often finding people with practical application experience, not just theoretical knowledge. For each successful placement, the source suggests compensation could be around $3,000 to $5,000, filling a very real gap.
Yeah, it makes total sense that there's such a talent gap right now. Now, let's really lean into the no-code aspect. Strategy 5, no-code AI automation. This sounds incredibly accessible. I mean, you could imagine a small business owner, maybe someone who always felt tech illiterate, suddenly automating their whole customer onboarding in a weekend with these tools. That's the kind of empowerment we're talking about, isn't it?
Precisely. It turns that, oh, I can't do that, into, wow, I just built that. It's pretty powerful. This strategy uses visual drag-and-drop automation platforms, thinkmake.com, things like that, to build AI workflows and automations. And the beauty is, truly, almost anyone can learn this. We're seeing students, retirees, all sorts of people successfully implementing these automations for businesses. They're turning complex tasks into simple, repeatable processes. In fact, entire AI automation agencies are actually forming specifically around this no-code approach.
The idea that anyone, students to retirees, can build these. That's genuinely exciting. Okay, what about strategy 6 then? Software composing. This sounds even more advanced, but still no code. The sources suggest it's like telling the AI what you want and it builds software. What are the practical uses here? How's this changing app development?
Yeah, it's a step beyond just automation. Here, you're actually creating full applications or at least functional prototypes using natural language tools.
Mm,
So essentially, you describe the functionality you want to the AI, and it helps you, well, compose the software. It's incredibly useful for building minimum viable products and, MVPs, those basic testable versions of an app, really quickly.
right.
Or even replacing messy, inefficient spreadsheets with custom-built intelligent applications.
Right.
The potential fees here are significant, $15,000 or more per project, and often delivered in just a few weeks. Our sources indicate this isn't just building simple apps. It's about rapidly transforming complex, inefficient business processes into streamlined, intelligent solutions. That creates immense value. It fundamentally changes the speed of innovation.
15,000 plus in weeks. That's amazing efficiency.
Mhm.
Okay, finally, for our core strategies, we have strategy 7, the AI referral partner. This seems less about doing the work yourself and more about building an audience and leveraging connections. How does that actually work? What's the value prop?
Exactly. This involves building an audience, maybe on LinkedIn or YouTube, by consistently sharing useful AI insights. You become a trusted voice, a known entity in the space. Once you've established yourself and have that following, when businesses come to you needing AI help that's, let's say, outside your direct service offerings, you connect them with vetted, high-quality AI experts or agencies that you trust. And in return, you earn a commission, typically 10% to 20% on those projects, which, can sometimes amount to thousands of dollars just for making the right connection. The value you're providing is acting as a trusted filter. You save businesses time and, frankly, risk in finding the right expertise.
That's a smart way to leverage your network and knowledge base.
Okay, so after all these strategies, for someone listening who's feeling inspired now and wants to jump in, what's the most practical advice for getting that very first AI client? Is there a low-risk way to start without a huge upfront investment?
Yeah, our source actually provides a fantastic bonus insight on this. There's apparently a free step-by-step method, often shared in online communities, that guides you specifically to land your first client, maybe within 30 days. And here's the kicker. It's designed to work without spending money on ads or even needing to build out a ton of content beforehand. It seems to be all about direct, targeted outreach and showing immediate value.
What an incredible deep dive. Seriously, we've unpacked, 7 distinct ways, plus that bonus method to generate income with AI, and all without needing to write a single line of code. It just really hammers home the point that a deep technical background isn't the only way in anymore. Absolutely. And if you connect this to the bigger picture, it really encourages you, the listener, to consider just how quickly this landscape of work, of entrepreneurship, is being reshaped by these accessible AI tools. Maybe ponder which of these pathways might align with skills you already have, or perhaps even spark a completely new passion. The opportunities are truly vast, and they're expanding rapidly. It's quite a time.